Okay folks, another reuse job. Let's see if we can make this one come up a treat. We're dropping out all the colours. We're doing black and white from colour, or colour into black and white, you could call it. Colour into black and white. Okay, let's see what we have here. A woman's day. Bindi vows I'll raise this baby alone. Whatever, folks. It's a shame that the Irwin family, since the death of Steve Irwin, not that I'm a celebrity watcher, but it's common knowledge. Well, they can't keep their shit together, and we're interested in this tie. So yeah, they can't keep their shit together. Really sad, because they shouldn't be like that, fighting over a fucking will, fighting over money. But that's just the way they are, and they're just no longer famous for what they're into, wildlife and wildlife conservation. And I'm sure if Steve Irwin could see what was happening to his family, he'd turn in his grave. I don't care. I'm not a fucking celebrity watcher, but this shit makes it on the news. It makes it here. It makes it there, and it's just like, what's the point? What's the point in being famous when all you end up becoming is a fucking figurehead, and you're fighting with your family members over fucking will money? And that's an interesting one. I wanted to get the tie. I think I have to push it up. Looks a bit shithouse, so I was hoping it would look good, but it looks really grainy. But really, celebrities are supposed to be role models. Whatever happened to the role model? I'm sure Steve Irwin, as I said, he'd turn in his grave if he saw what was happening to his family, what his family is doing with his money, and how they're just fighting over it. It's really pathetic. It's really silly. Why can't they just concentrate on what they're good at? Wildlife conservation. At least Steve Irwin was into that. He had real charisma, whereas these other drop dead beats don't. And really, it's really sad to see this family going down the toilet over finances to do with the will and that. And I'm sure Bindi Irwin was passionate about wildlife, and she just seems to have grown up, in a bad sense, of course. And that's come up looking better. Now that's what we want. We want that to focus on the tie and the pattern on the tie. But basically, I just really can't understand why celebrities have to fucking do that. Why families that famous people do that. It's really stupid. Why? They should be going back to their roots, doing what they're passionate about. Talking about conservation and shit in the Irwin's case. Not fucking just talking about who gets what and who gets this and fuck yeah. Pull the other one, folks. Pull the other one. And they just don't get it. That's just the fucking what the reality's become in the lives of these so-called celebrities. These money fuckery, and they just don't seem to care anymore about what they're passionate about or what they were passionate about. What they were. Were is the term now. They just care about fucking who gets what and this shit and that shit. It's okay, that's stupid. I'm disappointed, at how they are like that. But what can you do? That's two. too big. I've got to move it up a bit. That's coming up looking quite interesting nonetheless. But yeah, you just get the feeling that the soul of these people has been lost, and they just care about money, and that's it. And they just don't give a shit. They don't care anymore about what they were into, what got them famous in the first place, or what got their family members, like Steve Irwin, famous in the first place. But as I said, I reckon Steve Irwin would downright turn in his bloody grave if he saw what was happening to his fucking... what his stupidities his family's getting up to. And it's really stupid, but what can you do? You know, you can't reason with stupid, I must say. You can't. And that's the problem. You can't reason with fucking stupid. You just can't. Stupid is so fucking unreasonable and so fucking dumb. And yet that's what they do, and that's what the Irwins are all about. No longer into preserving wildlife. They just want fucking money. And they use their fame as a way of just making fucking money. They're just no different from a mindless, soulless businessman in the end. It's all business. I'm going to make this maybe more contrasty. No, that looks ugly. That looks too big. It's not showing all the patterns that I wanted to show. I think 200 is way too big. Yeah, that looks really quite interesting. It looks very grainy, and you can see the half-tone dots that make up the print. I do think maybe I have to move it up a bit, because I would like to, get rid of that edge. But yeah, you just get the feeling that these celebrities don't care anymore about what they were passionate about. They just care about money, and that's become their passion, the love of money. And it's really sad. I really feel disappointed, like that they don't show their talent anymore. They just show their greed and porkery. And that's come up looking quite a treat, actually. I do think maybe lift it a little bit higher to get rid of that bit at the edge, and that should look really nice. But I'm really disappointed, but what can you do, folks? They are what they are. They've become famous. They've become not just famous, but they've unfortunately become very conceited, self-centered type people who just don't care anymore. They don't care about what they do. They don't care anymore about their family. They just care about money, fame, power, they just don't care. And that's come up looking really nice. I do think maybe a little bit higher. But I'm really disappointed that they just don't care anymore about their cause, the original cause that they had. If I become rich and famous, I would want to keep what I'm famous for, and I want to give most of the money away to good causes to help other people, and and sure, if my mum or my dad die and they don't leave any money for me in their will or any assets, and my brother gets 100% for argument's sake, I'm not going to fucking contest it. I'm not contesting it, folks. I'm just going to let sleeping dogs lie and let them have it. If that's what I know my dad's an asshole and I don't get on with him, and I fucking hate his guts. But I'm still, and also my brother I don't get on with. If my dad wants to leave my brother, for example, the will, I'm happy with that. Yes, it would have been nice, but no, I'm all right. Maybe it's because I'm on a disability pension and I can't have those. I'd end up losing my disability pension, and I'd have to reapply for it. So that's part of the reason why I accept that if my dad doesn't want to give me any of his assets or his money in the will, that I don't care. But I'm sure that even if I myself was not on the disability support pension, and I still wouldn't care. So I'm not the kind of person that cares. I just Dad wants my brother to have his will money. That's his prerogative, that's just it. I'm not going to fucking be a stupid little bitch and fight over it. No, I'm not that fucking dumb. Sure, yeah, I might have missed out on a couple of mil, but who cares? I reckon I've got what it takes to become a well-known photocopier artist. I'm trying to get that happening, and that's come up looking good, except I forgot to change it to mirror image. But basically, I do feel I can do it, folks, and that when I become a famous photocopier artist, I'm going to make a difference in this world. I'm going to get off Centrelink. One of the first things I'll do when I become rich is I'll get off Centrelink, or if I get people interested in buying my material, I'll get off Centrelink, and I'll make a lot of money and put most of that money towards helping others. And I want to get recognised. I want to be recognised until the day I pass and beyond. I want to go down in history as a generous photocopier artist, in so many words. A generous photocopier artist in a nutshell, folks. And incidentally, this was a picture of Mick Jagger's tie. Again, he's a big celebrity, and even a person like me who doesn't follow celebrities typically, indeed knows who fucking Mick Jagger is. Pretty much everyone does. It's common knowledge. Mick Jagger, the man behind the Rolling Stones. That's his tie. I just thought I'd let you know that, folks. A bit of trivia shit. See how we go with this. Yeah, okay, well, that little detail has come up quite nice. I think we can now call this demo quit.